Hey, I'm Kev, Mr. Welcome back to MotoGP 18 as Mario has been superb to start this season. He's been unbeatable on board this year pod. Will that change on the Bugatti Le Mans circuit in France? As things will be going extreme for McDonald. As here goes Mario then for the first of 3 possible laps here in qualifying. Let's see. The hardest opponents possible will change things for McDonald. Even in Spain, he just had enough on everyone else. Now he's going to have to be inch perfect every lap in qualifying and in the race. Let's see if he can be, and if he continues to be, the man that everyone has to chase down. Go for the long right-hander. God, he can get on the power so early. The rear is so stable. And even through the left-hander, they get on the power so early again. As remember, we've upgraded a couple of things on this bike since last time. We go through the second right-hander. Bit wide. May affect his run down this back straight, as I don't know what the couple riders in front are doing. They're cruising. This could be trouble for McDonald in the final sector. He goes a bit wide through the left, hooks up the curve through the right. John McPhee's now won qualifying. Well done to McPhee. He wins a whole chicken, I think, for winning the raffle. It's all through the left. Look at that rear battling. It's the only thing McDonald's had to battle in quite a while since that first lap in Jerez. As we go across the line, it's a 42-1. He's not at the top. He's going to have to do a second lap, McDonald, to try and be at the top. But still, less than 4/10 of Martin. It's ridiculous. You can see where he lost it as well. As he nudges, I think that's Rodrigo round. Now downhill. Oh, he's 7/10 up. Are you kidding? It's gone red in the first sector. And remember, this is the hardest opponents you can have. McDonald still right up there. As he goes out of the left-hander. He's 8/10 up. Got to be careful on the power for that second right. As he got a bit of the surface, a bit rough. That's just when you got on the power. You've got it going downhill, it can kick out that rear end. It's not doing it for McDonald, even though he's very wide. He's staring at Kornfeld as well. He's 1.2 up though, despite staring at his opponent running wide. As out the final corner goes McDonald for one final effort in qualifying after that issue with Kornfeld. Czech rider just blocking him. McDonald having to do a desperate dive. In the end, it bit him in the arse. But he's got clear road in front. He knows what he's got to do to beat a 41.3 from Canet. And he was set to do a 40 that lap before crashing. And he's red in the first sector. Almost 0.2 of a second up on Canet. Again on the power so early, using all of that curb. Oh, too much curve through the left. That's maybe cost him all those tenths he gathered in the first sector. He's let go in the second. He's lost over half a second. He gets on the power hard for the back straight. He's 4/10 down. Where is he going to find this in the second half of this lap? Well, he could find quite a lot if he just nails the braking zone. Into the chicane. He's been messing up so far. Well, that's much better. He's gained a 10th. Needs to find 3.5 more in the final sector. Does he go for the right? Through the left? Oh, much smoother than his previous effort through there. And in through the double right at the end of the lap. On the power hard. Towards the line. It's not going to be pole. But it's an improvement by McDonald. As for the first time this season, McDonald's beaten to pole by Canet, but he's just 3/10 behind the Spaniard. He gained in 3 of those 4 sectors. It's just 1 he messed up in, as he's still in second ahead of Martin by 1/10 of a second on the front row. And then we've got Bezzecchi, DJ Antonio Mino on the second row, then Rodrigo, Ramirez and Lopez. Good to see Ramirez back in the top 10. Antonelli rounds it out ahead of Bastianini and Ottel. Then we've got Cornfeld, Arbolino and Della Portia. And Bulliger in 16th, not bad from the Italian. Meza and Binder. And Fogger, Lechenko rounds out the top 20 ahead of McPhee. Loy down in 22nd, leading the 8th row ahead of Sasaki and Arenas. Then Suzuki in 25th. A podium getter, remember. In Moto3, all the way down there. Alongside Tuba and Mazaki, making it an all-Japanese 9th row. We don't say that often. The Nuaden and a tie rider at the back. Not a good one for Asian fans to look at this grid. Turn away now, as only Arenas breaks up the monotony there of 6 of the last 7 riders coming from that continent. But what will McDonald do in the race? Will be chasing down Canet, or will be keeping the Spaniard behind him? So here's McDonald revving up then at the start, waiting for the lights to go out. And now he's stalled. Having to go to the inside to defend his position. It's not working out though. He's out the top 10. Can't afford to do that, McDonald. Give himself a lot of work to do as he gets into Ottel. He goes down, does the German. And so does Rodrigo. So does Bastianini. Oh my god, what has happened behind? So McDonald down in 6th. Behind Bezzecchi. Oh, but he's got a beautiful slipstream on the Italian, headed into the hairpin. Down the inside. Bezzecchi barely giving any room, but don't have to take lots of curve there. But they both get away with it. As we've got DJ Antonio in front. Is that Mino? So it goes very wide. But just about holds on ahead of Bezzecchi. And now he's got to try and close down this top 4 already. He's got to be on it all race long. He can't afford to drop back at all. Use any slipstream as well. He's got a superb run on DJ Antonio into the right-hander. And then it looks like the Italian's defending. Not having to take the ride line. Go for the left hand as well, and the short shift up, otherwise that rear would have got away from him. And you can already see Canet and Martin trying to get away slightly. It's not the best final corner for McDonald, but he's got that straight line speed on this Leopard, as he's got Bezzecchi, Ramirez, Lopez, Della Portia and Antonelli behind, and easily passed DJ Antonio into the first corner, but he gets him back into the chicane. Way too cautious for McDonald, and he's already a couple seconds back from the leaders. He's already lost this race, really. Thanks to that poor start and being so cautious there. Just needs to clear these two, then he can chase down the battling Canet and Martin. As we get on the power, got Della Porta ahead of Lopez in 8th. Got Bezzecchi behind. Give McDonald slightly wide, but look at that exit, beautiful. Well, DJ Antonio, it's been slowed down by Mino, and look at this slipstream for McDonald getting the double, getting into 3rd. Mino trying to fight back. McDonald holds on. So now they are the top 2 right in front. McDonald kept with them actually. I thought he'd be a couple seconds back. He's around a second back, which is not bad at all. So then he's had to battle his way through the field a bit. He goes through the final couple of corners. Sets a 41 flat. Oh, Canet does a 41.4. Look, he's less than a second behind Martin. Almost 7/10 of the Mino. Even at the hardest difficulty, he doesn't care about these opponents. As once again, he's messed up the chicane. It's gone a bit too regular for McDonald. He's going to have to fix that in the second half of this race. As we approach it now on this third lap. But at least he's going to have to battle for this one, which is good to see. And not just on the opening lap. Tries to get on the power. He really did feed in the power, but the rear end just didn't care. And look at that, he's lost a few tenths. Thanks to that. Once again gets a superb exit onto this back straight. Unfortunately for him, he's getting no slipstream node down these straights now, while you can see Martin's getting it off Canet. But he's superb through that chicane as Antonelli and Della Porta are back, and he's gained back a tenth at least. He did do a bit more than that though. Once again, that rear for a left-hander, struggling. As he goes incredibly wide in the final couple of corners. Does a 41.1, he's 6/10 behind Martin at the line. So in those final couple of sectors, he gains beautifully. It's that second sector where he's really struggling. So let's see if he can tighten that up as the race goes on. Oh, and make a move on Martin. Just let him have it. Cassini rider, where's the fight we saw from the champion last year? Nothing there. As we got Canet in front. And approaching halfway mark. Spaniard trying to pull away from McDonald and Martin. So McDonald has to let Martin by there. And these two don't want to be battling too hard, because they're letting Canet get away. As McDonald gets a superb exit there. Once again onto the back straight, getting some slipstream from Martin. Easily by. Up into second. Martin thinks he can dive down the inside into left-hander. McDonald disagrees. Shoves Martin wide. And last year, perhaps expect Martin to fight back there. But now look at this, right in the back of Canet. We go through the left-hander. Gotta watch out for that rear. Let's go through the final couple corners. 40.8 for McDonald. Slipstream for McDonald. Fastest lap as well, and it's the lead on the beginning of this fifth lap. Go through the chicane a bit wide on the exit. Will Canet have a run going into the right-hander? We saw Martin try and do that manoeuvre. Didn't work out, but no wise to it. Blocking that inside. There's Masaki and Ottel. Not making his way through the field, the German, and Canet just bashing his way by McDonald. As there is the basher, Bastianini, the beast, in 18th, working his way back towards the points. No one probably doesn't mind this though, as he gets to pull run once again out of that right-hander. That is corner. That is the slipstream as well. He's got such good straight line speed on this Leopard, which bodes well for next time out. Mugello has ordered Canet push McDonald wide there. McDonald's still upright and still in the lead as we approach the end of this fifth lap. An exciting battle for McDonald through the field after that poor start. Exciting new track he's designing as well around here in Le Mans. As we go for the final couple of corners towards the line. Still in the 41s despite all that back in a 41A, and these top three have just pulled away from the rest. Canet down to third now by Martin. We've got Mino, DJ Antonio Bezecchi in the second group. It's on this penultimate lap, McDonald a bit wide approaching the chicane. And De La Porta up to 7th now ahead of Ramirez, having a superb race, the Spaniard, backing up his qualifying. Antonelli 9th, then Lopez. And here comes Martin, hello. This battle isn't over yet. We go out the hairpin, Martin. Squeezes by it, finding gaps somehow on that hairpin. On a bit wide in the right hander. Canet thinks he has a go. Bastianini about to 17th. With the slipstream, takes back the lead with a lap and a half to go. Very evenly poised, says Martin. Oh, he had it and he chucked it away. Through the left hand, he got scared that McDonald might do what he did before, isn't it? Like, he just voluntarily rode off the road. Small through the left hander using all the curb. That is very messy. It's maybe the most mistakes we've seen from McDonald in a race, because he's actually having to fight for it. And look at this. Going on to the final lap, Martin grabs the lead. So does a 42.4. That's a shock in that time. But he takes it back for Martin. Easy slipstream. Canet might be back past Martin as well then. As he just about nails the chicane for once, McDonald gets a superb exit as well. So there shouldn't be a run heading into the right-hander. Downhill, 3/10 ahead of Martin. And if we look in the bottom right tyre there, not bad at all. It's around a third or a quarter on both tyres. So go for the left-hander. Martin's found the gap. That's the 1 weak corner for McDonald this whole race, struggling to get the traction, the braking done into that corner. For once, pressure for McDonald, and he's blown it. As it's going to be Martin and Canet winning. He's still going to be on the podium, but there's a chink in the McDonald armour. As he go through the chicane, he's 3 seconds behind Canet, 1.2 ahead of Mino. That shows how far ahead everyone, this top three were ahead of everyone else. Actually getting some points. His final lap, or not. Kornfeld fighting back. But who's going to win between Martin and Canet? So it goes out the final corner. It's going to be Martin just ahead of Canet. McDonald, it's a podium, but what could have been? We're thinking about that for once. His run is over at 4. But what a race. What a battle. As he did the fastest lap by a country mile again. But he's 3.7 seconds behind Martin, who won by 3/10 ahead of Canet. There's a mistake on the final lap cost McDonald. And it always felt like that front end was going, and it finally did go. As Mino in for a superb result for the Italian ahead of DJ and Antonio Bezecchi in 6th. De La Porta in 7th ahead of Lopez. Then Ramirez getting a good top 10. Then Antonelli, then Meza, McPhee. Berger scoring points. You don't see that every day. In Arbolino. And Bastianini grabbed the final point ahead of Kornfeld by just a couple of tenths. And look at the gap between the Honda riders there. Just 1,000th of a second between the Italians. In Arenas, Suzuki, Binder, Rodrigo missing out on points. With Loy at the back.
So in the Riders' Championship, McDonald leads by 32 points with Martin up to second, 8 points ahead of DJ and Antonio Canet in fourth, and Bezzecchi and Tonelli. Mino in seventh ahead of Bastianini and Della Porta. Rodrigo running out the top 10. Alonso Lopez, the big mover, up 5 positions to 12th. As you look further down the field, also Bullock got 5 positions with his first points of the season. 20 riders score points now out of 29. As McDonald did achieve all of his objectives, so he's getting towards that number 1 status. As riding position at 64, throttle manager at 65, brake management at 65, lean angle at 66. And here's the breakdown, lots of development points and reputation earned for McDonald. So in MotoGP, Marquez 1 ahead of Dovi and Rossi. In Moto2 is Bagnaia ahead of Alex Marquez and Baldassari. So we look to bike development once again as we improved the aerodynamics last time. Shall we improve the engine again? We need power around Mugello. And that is our bike developed then. Look at all that power we're giving this pod. As we are going to need it round the Mugello circuit in Italy next time out. Some beautiful, fast, flowing corners and straights. And as you saw in the morning, you got a little glimpse of that out of that right hander on that back straight. Madonna getting so many good exits with the top speed on this pod, flying by riders all the time. And we fly back to the number 1 position next time. Sign off watching. We'll find out then.